Elena Harper stood in front of the gleaming glass doors of La Belle Epoque restaurant, her hand tightly gripping little Mia's. The 4-year-old wore a pink princess dress, her sparkly sneakers still dusted with sand from the nearby park. Elena had bathed her, brushed her hair, even dabbed on a touch of lip balm to look less exhausted. But Mia had cried when Elena tried to leave her with the babysitter. "I want to go with Mommy." Mia sobbed, clinging to Elena's legs so tightly she couldn't move. The babysitter texted at 6 p.m. "So sorry, my kid has a fever. Can't make it." Elena had no one else to call. Her mother lived in Florida. Her closest friend was swamped with a new job. She had matched with Alexander Grant, 45, renowned architect, divorced one daughter, living with her mother in Canada on a dating app 3 weeks ago. They messaged every night. He talked about the buildings he designed. She talked about Mia and the crayon drawings she made. He'd never said anything about not wanting to date a single mom, but Elena still worried. This was her first night out in months without worrying about dinner diapers or bedtime. She opened her phone, fingers trembling as she typed, "Alexander, I'm so sorry the babysitter canceled. I have to bring Mia or cancel. Truly sorry." The message sent and her phone buzzed instantly. Alexander was calling. "Elena, I'm at the bar." "Where are you? I'm outside." "But I can't." "Bring Mia in," he said, his voice low and warm, no hesitation. "I have a table. The restaurant has high chairs. I want to meet you both." Elena looked down at Mia, who was fiddling with a pebble. She thought of her tiny apartment, the instant noodles in the pantry, the nights she sat alone after Mia fell asleep. "Okay," she whispered. "But you should know Mia's not used to fancy restaurants. I'm not used to kids either." Alexander laughed. "But I want to learn." Inside, soft golden lights glowed, a piano melody drifting from the corner. Elena felt out of place in her simple black dress and flats, Mia skipping beside her dress, fluttering. The maitre d' frowned, but before he could speak, a tall man stood from a corner table and waved. Alexander Grant was more striking than his photos, salt and pepper hair, dark green shirt, no tie. He strode over and knelt in front of Mia. "Hello, princess," he said, serious. "What's your name?" Mia looked up, eyes wide. "Mia. I'm 4. I like to draw." "Drawing, I like drawing too. Want to draw with me?" Mia nodded, shyness forgotten. Alexander stood and shook Elena's hand. "So glad to meet you, both of you." Elena's throat tightened. "I'm sorry. This isn't a proper date." "A proper date is one where you feel comfortable," he said, leading them to the table. A high chair was already set up with a box of colored pencils and blank paper beside it. Alexander winked. "I called ahead when you were walking in. Hope that's not too much." Mia squealed, climbed into the chair, and started drawing. Elena sat, hands shaky, around her water glass. "Why are you doing this?" she asked quietly. "Most men would run." Alexander watched Mia, coloring, his eyes softening. "I have a daughter, Lily. She's 10. I haven't seen her in 2 years." Elena fell silent. Alexander spoke evenly, but pain laced his words. "Divorce. My ex moved to Toronto with her new husband. The court gave me visitation rights, but my work schedule was brutal back then. I missed her birthday, Christmas, her first ballet recital. My ex said I didn't deserve to be a dad. I agreed. I was wrong." He paused, meeting Elena's eyes. "When you texted that the babysitter canceled, I didn't think about a ruined date. I thought about sitting with a child, hearing her laugh, remembering what it felt like to be a father." Elena felt tears prick her eyes. "I've always been scared to talk about Mia. Scared of being rejected. Mia's not a burden, Alexander said. She's the most important part of you. I want to know that part. Dinner unfolded gently. Mia ate spaghetti with tomato sauce. Alexander cut her meat. Drew a fish-shaped building on the paper. This one has fins, he scribbled. Mia giggled. Does the fish swim? Of course. It's a swimming building. After dinner, Alexander offered to drive them home. Mia had fallen asleep on his shoulder, her princess sneakers dangling. Elena opened the car door, and Alexander gently placed Mia in the back seat. Thank you, she said. Tonight. I didn't expect this. I'm the one who's thankful, he replied. You gave me a chance to be a dad, even if just for one dinner. He looked into her eyes. I want to see you again. And Mia, too. They saw each other often after that. Some nights were just the two of them when Elena found a reliable sitter. Others included all 3 trips to the zoo, the park, the science museum. Alexander brought colored pencils, picture books, even a paper airplane he folded himself. He never complained when Mia spilled juice on his shirt, never suggested Elena leave her at home. This is real life, he said. I want to be in it. 6 months later, Alexander got an email from his ex. She wanted to move back to the States and give Lily more time with her dad. She saw the photos I posted, Alexander said, voice trembling. Photos of me with Mia with you. She said, I've changed. Elena hugged him. You deserve this. Because of you, he whispered. You showed me I could be a good dad. Lily's first visit came. She was tall, blonde, blue-eyed, shy. Mia ran over offering a doll. Want to play with me? Lily smiled for the first time. Okay. They played all afternoon building pillow castles, drawing together. Alexander watched tears falling silently. A year later, Alexander proposed in Elena's small apartment with Mia and Lily present. Mia held the ring box. Lily read a short speech, I always wanted a little sister. The wedding was in a park, Mia as a bridesmaid in her princess sneakers, Lily scattering petals. In their vows, Alexander said, You thought bringing Mia to our first date would scare me off. But you brought me what I needed most, a chance to be a dad, to love, to belong to a family. Years later, when asked how they met, Elena told of the canceled babysitter, the man who said, Bring her in, and a love that included rather than excluded. Mia and Lily, now sisters, would roll their eyes. That story, again, Mom. Because Elena learned that the right person doesn't ask you to hide the most important parts of yourself. They ask you to share them. They see your child not as a burden, but as a door to your heart. And family isn't always blood, it's the people who choose to stay, to love, to build a home together.